Hi friends, welcome to Engineering Clinic. So in this session we are going to see a native counter design in Contiki NG operating system. So what do you mean by native counter design? So the counter which can be work only within the native target. So that means that only in this target it will work. So this is the extension of once you have designing this counter, so this can be extended for any other sensor modes like Z1, Zowl or Skype modes or anything we can extend it. So we are going to see how in the regular C programming we can able to create a counter, and later on how Contiki NG uses these existing C source codes and make it available using proto threads. So that's what we are going to see. So there are various steps here. So step number one is files needed to create. Files needed. So what are the files we are going to create is my counter .h, my counter .c and c counter .c, or I can use ng counter. Ng counter means config ng counter .c and a make file. So I am going to create these things. So all these things will be put inside a folder. So inside the folder. So which folder is we can use inside Contiki -ng/example. So inside this folder I am just creating. So I will be creating a folder called as my own counter. This is the name of the folder. Okay, so this is what I will be creating in the step number one. The step number two is first I need to define my own counter. So that means that let's say I use my own counter.h. So I can use this name as little bit longer name. So my own counter.h, and here we have my own counter.c. So this way I am just using. Now the syntax here is if not defined my own counter underscore h, that's a macros, then hash define my own counter. Then I will be creating a simple function next round. So that's next counter next round int temp. I can use temp. So then hash indif. So this is my first counter.h, my own counter.h will be done. So step 3 will be I define my own counter.c. So this file I am going to create now. So in this file what I am going to do is I will be including the header file of my own counter. The first line will be hash include within double quotes my own counter. So see the spelling mistakes, my own counter.h, I use it. Then I implement the function int next underscore round, then int temp. So it's a temporary variable. So what my counter will do is my counter will count up to let's say 59. After 59 it will be reset to 0 or again will be 1. That's what I want to do. So what I do is if temp greater than 59, so my counter will be, if temp greater than 59 then temp equal to 1, else temp plus plus. So this is what my counter will be doing. Then at the end I will be returning the, since it is returning an integer value, it will return the variable temp, return temp. So this will do. So that means that in the this is a temp value. So after 59 it will be again counted to number 1, else the temp plus plus will be incrementing. So as long as the temperature is starting at 0, the temp value starting at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, it keep on getting counted up. So that's what the first second file that what I have used it. Now next thing is I want to reuse these files into my Contiki NG files. So further what I am going to do is step number 4. So in the step number 4 what I am going to do is I will be creating the another file as I mentioned. The name of the file is ngcounter.c. So this I am going to implement it. After that I will just copy paste everything in one by one file. So ngcounter.c. So this file I am going to write. So what I am going to write is, so I will be creating the header files relevant to Contiki. So first what we will be doing is hash include Contiki.h. This is the first line. So then hash include So I will be using a timer also. I will put you the event timer. I will be using it. I will show you why I am using this event timer. Okay, so event timer. Okay, so before that maybe I will just create the folder. So what I do is I'll just go here, say Contiki examples. I'll create a folder name called as new folder my own counter. So this is the name of the folder name. So in this folder name I will be pasting this file. So what I do here is from here to here I will just copy my counter.h. So this will be the file. So I will be storing it in examples my own counter. So here my own my own counter.h. So this file gets stored. So again the next file will be .c file. So from here to here I will copy, then control T. So my own counter.c. So this also I have done it. So now finally I am going to write the third file. As we see that this is the third file I am going to write. I'll write directly over there. So ng counter. So ng counter.c is the file I am going to write. Okay, so in this file what I am going to do is so I have to include the my counter file. So hash include my counter.h. So this file I will be writing. So then stdio. So I want to include hash include stdio.header file. So this usually I do that for Contiki operating system. So now I need to start the process first. So process, this is the first one that I can use, my counter underscore process. So this is the name I am just giving you, and here my counter process. Okay, so this is the first thing that I do. Then auto start. So auto start underscore processes. So in this auto start I will be processing this file. Sorry, this counter I will be calling it. Okay, so this I'll do. So then I'll be creating a timer variable. So static structure e-timer, I'll create a name called as timer. So let's say I use et. I'll use a shortcut. So I'll use et. So et is the name of object of that e-timer variable. Then I'll create a new counter number, static int count equal to 0. So I create a counter variable because I need to increment the counter variable directly while supplying the value here. So I am starting from 0 means it will be count up to 59. After 59 the value gets to 0. So process underscore thread. So this is the first one. So from the in this only I am going to do. So process underscore begin, then process underscore end. So first I fill up the skeleton, after that I will do the thing. Here my counter process. So here it is my counter underscore process comma event comma data. So this is the syntax, and inside that I have process begin. So inside this process I'll directly come to a while loop. So while true, so whatever I am going to write inside the super loop will be getting counted. So e timer underscore set. So this is the timer event et. So here it is ampersand et comma clock second into, let's say after 2 seconds. I will give after 2 seconds the process will be waiting. So process underscore wait event until the timer expire. After the timer expire the counter will be incrementing. So that's what I am going to program it. So e timer underscore expired. So ampersand et. So this is what I am just so now we can understand that. So I have given a clock second into 2 means 2 times after 2 seconds approximately the timer, after it is set it will be waiting for the event. After 2 seconds the event will be triggered. So what is the event is count equal to next underscore round. So that's what the next round count. So that means that the count value will be upgrading one step. So then I will use the printf statement to print it to the console. So what I do is the count value is %d. I'll use a new line, then count. So this is what the value of count will be printed. So now in this case what happens is this is completely a proto thread, but the header files that my own counter.h and my own counter.c, both header files are been written in a typical C programming, but this ng counter.c file is completely written in a proto thread. So the proto thread can make use of the existing C libraries also. So this example will show you really how it happens. So that's what we call this native counter. That's why I call native counter. Okay, now step number 5. Step number 5 is the write a make file. So make file, what I do is I'll just go through some other file on make file. Let's say I go to the hello world. So in the hello world I create a make file. Okay, I'll just copy this make file. Okay, control A, control C. Then I'll go here, control T, control V. So in this case the name of the file here is I have ng counter. So ng counter is the name of the file. Okay, so it is the name of the file, but I am using some source files also. So because I use my own counter.h and my own counter.c. .h is not needed, but my own counter.c I need to use. So I have a variable here, project source files plus equals my own counter.c. So that means that I am going to use these files also, project source files also I am going to use. So that's why I have used my own counter.c. Plus equal to means already some project for source file might be there. Along with this file also will be added. So that is the purpose. Okay, now I have done everything. Now open a terminal. So in the terminal, since it is a native mode only, it will run. I'll show you non-native mode also. So cd contiki, cd examples, cd my one. Okay, now in this case when I type make target equal to native. So once I try, let me check it. Compilation. So there is some error. So what is the error is my own counter. So .h and here my own counter, and the name I just my own counter.h. Now again I run it. Now I have some e timer underscore expired is something e capital letter. I have given expired is e caps. Okay. Yes. So now you can see my target is done. So when you check it, I got a file called as ngcounter.native. So /ngcounter.native. Now you can see after 2 seconds, count value 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have given a delay of 2 seconds. So that means that I need to wait for resetting. After what time it get reset, I need to wait till the time. So maybe I will just do one thing. I will just give no 2 seconds, just only clock second I will give. Then I will make it again, make, then I will run it. See, now you can see. So it goes faster. So after 59, it again initiates to 1. So that means that the count will be starting from 1 to 59 and it will be keep on running. So this is what the native counter design in Contiki NG operating system. Anyway, after this we will stop. So next will be our own temperature and our own humidity value. How can we print it here by using the random functions available in C programming. So in the next example I will showcase that, so that the same thing can be extended to the sensor modes, because sensor nodes have different sensing hardwares and different counter variables. So if you want to implement this on a counter there, we have to think. So anyway, I will just show you the same example running on a mode. I will just show you now. Yes. So greater than 60. After 60 it becomes 1. Okay. So this way the counter will be keep on running. See, because it's a while true loop, so it will keep on running. So now what I do is I will just go to the GUI. I will test this on a particular sensor mode. Let's see whether it is working or not. We'll see. So file, new simulation, then modes, go to modes, add mode, create a Z1 mode, then browse. So the firmware is our firmware, sorry, so my own counter, ng counter.c, compile it. Now we know it is compiling for make target equal to z1, it is compiling like this. So we'll wait. Okay, it's working. And let's say three nodes, I'll put 3 nodes, then the node number 1 I'll just drag it here, then view printf, include printf here. So of course printf will be printed in this mode output also. Now I'll run it. So I think it's also working fine. You just check it here. This value also, please see that at every value here 1 2 3, after 59 is becoming 1. Okay, so that means that this counter value is been acceptable by the sensor itself. So even you can able to print, how can we print this value in the Z1 modes. So now the Z1 mode, if you have attached to the LED or LCD key LCD display, it will start counting it. So this is a simple example on how to design a counter with the help of existing C source code along with the protothread. Okay, so I will just close this window. So thank you for watching this video. I'll just put my website also. I'll just put this link in my website nsnam.com. You can refer this nsnam.com. Thank you very much. Thank you.